Hello everybody. Okay, this video is going to be a very short one. This needs to be sent to every senior citizen in the United States. By the way, I am starting to talk with some people from other countries, Canada, Mexico. Look, I want you to be able to do this in your countries as well because of the wealth of knowledge, just simply the knowledge for those seniors that want to keep engaging in their communities. And look, they're the ones that built this country. Again, I use a pick and a shovel as what they have built this country with. But I'll tell you something. In a sense, that's kind of true because they don't understand technology. Like I'm 55 and I've been in technology for many years. But not everybody has that. They've had their expertise, their successes, they've retired. They have such a knowledge base that's just amazing. So wrap your arms around the seniors, pass this video to them, and let them know they've got a way to get out of this hole that they've been in. And I won't go into the dark side of stuff. You'll hear that from the seniors that allow me to put their testimonials and the recordings of our sessions together. Okay, and that's not going to be everyone. It's only the ones that give permission. But you're going to hear from them. Now, the horror stories. It's just, as I'm downloading things and I'm working one-on-one with a senior, we're talking, we're engaging. I want to know that person. And believe it or not, like the first two seniors I tried this on, we've become friends. And I know that's not going to be able to happen with every senior citizen just because of the time factor. We need to stay focused on the job. But after we get that done, look, if you like somebody, become friends. I'm going to mention the gentleman's name, Dave Muth. And I want to tell you something. He's 80 years old, one of the first people I did. And just finding out what he's doing, he's still working. He's still out there doing the grunt work to preserve what he worked his whole life to get. He still has to work. And then got to know him after 53 years of marriage. He just had to put his lovely wife into a home because of Alzheimer's. Boy. And he shared a poem that he wrote about that. So folks, there's much more here than just doing a job, just, fixing a PC and going on. No. This is neighbor helping neighbor. This is building a community. And wait till you hear. You'll get it when you start hearing these people, what I'm experiencing, because of one major factor. When I talk to a senior citizen about what their status is on their computer, I'm taking the time to make sure that they understand that I have their best interest at heart. That's neighbor helping neighbor. Love thy neighbor. Folks, that's it. So please, pass this video, and here's my message to the seniors. Seniors, I guarantee you, as my word and my name, Stephen Robert Longmire, you are going to be treated like you should have been a long time ago. Taken care of. Not told you need parts that you don't need because somebody wants to make money. No. The parts, we're going to try to get you as close as cost as we can negotiate them in mass purchases. Because the parts is just a vehicle to make sure that you can afford the parts and the upgrade and the operating system cost. And but there's more. We want to make sure that as part of the package in the end result, and everybody has to be patient, it's going to be a little rocky to get everything working here, but the ultimate goal is to have somebody that you trust, that you can call for support when you need it locally, instead of somebody on the phone that you can't understand, or it's in another country. And, there is a warning, folks, for those companies that have people out there. Look, I don't want to put them out of business, but for the rest of the customers that are out there, the normal business thing, that are not seniors or veterans, you still have a world full of business. But for the seniors and the veterans, no. You got to follow my rules, and it's going to be very to the point. Customer is king. Seniors are king. Veterans are king. And that's the way we approach this. So seniors, try to think back to the 60s, 70s, 80s, where, things called community effort existed. Like they've kind of vanished today. Okay? Seniors, you're going to get this. When I tell you, for some of you, if you ever ate at the Blue Onion restaurant in Las Vegas in the 60s and the 70s, and you remember pulling up in a drive-in, and you had a car hop with a thing that put it on the side of your car with the burgers and the favorite drink of the time, and I even verified this with Emerald, you know, the BAM guy. I called him on his radio show, and I asked him, hey, Emerald, do you remember that drink that was the best drink? And we served it at the Blue Onion, and he came out right with it. Yeah, it's on his show on XM radio or something like that. You can hear him say it. Cherry lemon lime Ricky. Yeah, baby. And one of these days, I want to actually come up with a recipe so you guys can make those again and get those tastes, because they're gone. They've vaporized off this planet. So anyway, senior citizens, I'm Stephen Longmire. I'm going to actually introduce you to my mom when she feels up to it. Again, it's just me and her here. And she's 83 years old, has had 7 cancer operations, 3 of them with the big T terminal attached to them. She's still here, thank God. And she just had a 3rd stroke here just a couple of weeks ago. So when she feels up to it, she's one of the ones that kept prodding me and pushing me. Yeah, you can do this. And then a lot of my friends go, wow, that's a crazy idea. But yeah, you need to stay on it. You've got a mission that does good and is going to have good things. You have to stay on mission and keep doing it. Don't listen to people say you can't. And boy, I'll tell you. And I will say this, seniors. A lot of people that are in business and so forth say this can't be done. Senior citizens, I'm asking you to help me make this happen. Help me help you, okay? I don't know if that's the right terminology, but I think you get where I'm at. My soul, my whole soul, my every being is, this has to happen because we care about you. You built our country. Why do we want to throw you off into the corner, not upgrade your technology, and not teach you how to use it so you can stay engaged with your community if you want to, and mentor people? Remember that? Mentoring. Holy crap. Where is that anymore? Very far and few between you see that. So anyway, I'll end it there. This is a 7-minute video. I wanted to make it a 5-minute, but yeah, I had to say everything I said here. Senior citizens, please send me an email, or go to the website and give me the benefit of the doubt. Pay the $25, let me get you into the queue, and I will get you taken care of as fast as possible. Again, be patient. This is just starting. People have to go through the training, and they're doing great on it. So please, seniors, www.Stephen, with a V, Longmire, LONGMIRE.com. I'll say it again, www.StephenLongmire.com. Appreciate it. I look forward. I wish I could talk to every one of you, because everyone that I've done this with so far on working out the little twists and kinks and bumps in the road to get to the right thing that we can do in a half hour or 45 minutes, for the $25. It's been difficult, but every single one of them, seniors that I've worked with, and Lois, Dave Muth, Barbara, again, there's so many of them. They've all become friends, and they're actually helping me on what to put in these videos, and the real deal. And you're going to be meeting some of them also. And Darlene, I'll say the name, Darlene Vendelbo. I can't remember how to spell it. Darlene, thank you. She's coming to the rescue. She's a senior citizen, and she's kind of an expert on QuickBooks. And, look, all of this has to be done legally. We need to track it. It's going to be 1099s. Look, I could do that stuff, but I need to spend my time on training, getting people going, making sure seniors and veterans are getting taken care of. That's my job. That's what I need to stay focused on. I used to do the one-man show. I've done it. And one of the reasons I closed down being a vendor to Microsoft is because I just got tired of doing all of the business crap. You have to do it to have a successful business, and I did. But I wanted to help people. I like working with the people, and common minds. When you're sitting around a table with common interests, yeah, you get into fights sometimes, but it's fights for the ultimate goal of, you play devil's advocate with each other to make sure that your end result, your end direction, and people, you know what I'm talking about, the war boards, go to Microsoft, and you guys know what I'm talking about. You keep going as much as you can until you've got the ultimate answer that you want to bring out, and then you go with it. But because I've learned from Chief Bill Cooper the Six Sigma methodology. You know, he's a black belt plus type guy with that, and you can investigate that if you want to know what it is. But anyway, we constantly look at what we're doing. Can we do it better? So seniors, I'll leave it at that. I hope somebody passed this video to you. I'll come up with some shorter ones, but you know, that one pretty much covers a big chunk of what we're trying to do here. I want to keep it as simple as possible, and so that'll be it. 10 minutes and 15 seconds. Sorry it took so long, but I hope you got a chance. Send me, go to my website, hit the buy button. If you want to send me an email, I'll try to respond to you, but I'm anticipating a pretty big load here. Stephen@StephenLongmire.com is the email address for me. Thank you very much. God bless you. And I look forward to meeting you and working with you. And let's see what happens in the future if we rescue America by putting as many unemployed workers together and working to take care of you seniors and you veterans. Thank you very much. Again, God bless.